There's major financial news breaking across Canada this week, and it directly affects millions of seniors. If you or someone you love is receiving CPP or OAS, you need to hear this. The federal government has officially confirmed boosted payments and additional special top-ups are on the way. Some seniors are already seeing deposits of $1,200 or even $2,800 hitting their bank accounts. These are not future promises. They're happening right now in 2025. And the reasons behind these large payments are part of a bigger picture of growing support for retirees in a high-cost economy. We're talking about the largest wave of pension-related income boosts in recent years. Between increases to monthly CPP and OAS benefits and new one-time financial supplements designed to help vulnerable seniors, the total combined impact for many retirees in 2025 is staggering. Some Canadians will receive an additional $4,000 or more this year, money that could make a real difference when it comes to rent, groceries, medications, or just staying afloat during one of the most expensive periods in recent memory. Let's unpack what's really going on. What's causing this surge in pension income? Who qualifies for these $1,200 and $2,800 payments? And what should you do right now to make sure you're not missing out on what could be your largest ever pension bump? At the heart of this development is a coordinated effort by the federal government to address three urgent challenges facing seniors: the rising cost of living, the impact of inflation on fixed incomes, and the growing financial vulnerability among older Canadians, especially those living alone or without private savings. The response is coming in multiple forms, some built into the regular pension system, and others rolled out as part of new support packages and benefit reviews. The first piece of the puzzle is the Canada Pension Plan, or CPP. As of January 2025, the maximum monthly CPP retirement benefit at age 65 has increased again, this time to $1,364.60. That's over $16,300 per year if you qualify for the full amount. Now, the majority of Canadians receive less than the maximum, but even for average recipients, this year's increase is significant. The standard CPP increase for 2025 is tied to inflation, which came in higher than expected due to rising shelter costs and food prices. That means everyone receiving CPP is seeing a boosted monthly amount, even if it's just $40 or $60 more each month. That adds up fast. But the real headline is the new special supplement targeting long-time contributors who've been drawing benefits for more than 5 years. These individuals, estimated at over 900,000 people, are receiving an additional $1,200 top-up in 2025 as part of a federal pension recalibration strategy. The government's actuaries determined that many CPP beneficiaries had received less value from the plan than originally projected due to under-indexation and gaps caused by early retirement penalties. To correct for that, a one-time $1,200 payment is being deposited automatically into eligible recipients' accounts. This payment is being phased in between April and June. If you're eligible, you won't need to apply. It will simply show up as a CPP adjustment or CPP supplement in your account. Seniors who have been retired since 2019 or earlier, who had consistent contributions during their working years, are especially likely to receive this payment. If you haven't received anything yet, keep an eye on your account over the coming weeks, because the rollout is being done in waves. Let's now talk about the second major source of boosted income, Old Age Security, or OAS. This benefit is available to most Canadians over age 65, regardless of work history, and it too has been increased substantially in 2025. For seniors aged 65 to 74, the maximum monthly OAS is now $718.33. For those 75 and older, it's $792.35, thanks to the permanent 10% increase that's now fully implemented and inflation adjusted. These increases are already reflected in the monthly payments going out this year. But that's not all. In 2025, the government is also issuing a special OAS top-up of up to $2,800, targeted at seniors with low to moderate total income. This new payment is part of the Senior Support Stability Grant, a short-term emergency program announced in late 2024 and implemented fully in 2025. It's designed to help seniors cope with rent hikes, medical costs, and other essentials as affordability remains a national issue. To be eligible for the full $2,800 OAS supplement, your total net income must be below $30,000 if you're single or below $50,000 for a senior couple. If your income is slightly above those levels, you may still receive a partial payment, as the benefit is gradually reduced based on income. These payments are also automatic if you already receive OAS and filed your taxes last year. The full payment is broken into 2 installments, one payment of $1,400 in May and a second $1,400 in October. If you qualify, you'll receive direct deposits into the same account where your OAS is normally paid. And unlike taxable income, these amounts are non-taxable. You keep every dollar. When you combine the $1,200 CPP top-up and the $2,800 OAS boost, some seniors are looking at an extra $4,000 in 2025 on top of their regular pension income. For a senior living on CPP, OAS, and possibly a small GIS amount, this represents the single biggest government support increase in more than a decade. And speaking of GIS, the Guaranteed Income Supplement, there are updates there as well. While the GIS itself has not received a one-time supplement, its income thresholds have been raised. More seniors now qualify for monthly GIS payments, and the average GIS benefit for low-income singles has increased to $1,065.47 per month, while couples may receive over $1,200 combined. The government has also expanded the GIS exemption on part-time earnings. Seniors can now earn up to $10,000 per year in employment income without triggering a GIS reduction. This change is huge for seniors who are working a few days a week or running a small side business. It means you can stay engaged in the workforce without being penalized and still keep your GIS and other benefits. Combined with the OAS and CPP boosts, this makes 2025 a potentially transformative year for lower-income retirees. So how are Canadians reacting to all this? Unsurprisingly, the response has been a mix of relief and confusion. Some seniors have already received their extra payments and are thrilled, while others are still waiting and wondering when or if they qualify. That's why it's important to check your account activity closely, and if you think you should have received a payment and haven't, contact Service Canada directly. In many cases, a missing tax return or unreported income change can delay or block automatic eligibility. One key point to remember is that these 2025 pension boosts are tied to your most recent tax filing. If you did not file your taxes for 2023, your income may not be verified, and you could be missing out on thousands. It's crucial to file, even if you have little or no income, because tax returns are how the government calculates your eligibility for OAS, GIS, and related supplements. Also important is the fact that these are federally funded payments, so they apply to all provinces and territories. Whether you're in Ontario, British Columbia, Alberta, Nova Scotia, or anywhere in between, the same eligibility rules apply and the same payment amounts are being rolled out. Some provinces may offer their own senior benefits as well, so now is a great time to check if you also qualify for provincial credits or rent assistance programs on top of these federal boosts. If you haven't already, this is the moment to review your benefit status. Log into your My Service Canada account and check your CPP, OAS, and GIS statements. Look for recent payments labeled as Supplement, Adjustment, or Special Deposit. And if anything looks unclear, reach out to a Service Canada representative or visit a community support centre that can walk you through your pension benefits. We should also mention the wider context here. These 2025 payments come at a time when Canada's senior population is growing faster than ever. More than 1 in 5 Canadians are now over the age of 65, and that number is expected to rise sharply over the next decade. That means pressure is mounting on governments to ensure that pension systems remain strong, fair, and responsive to the needs of older citizens. There are discussions underway in Parliament about potentially making these top-ups permanent. While no long-term decisions have been finalized, Some MPs are calling for a new national seniors supplement that would lock in additional annual payments of $2,500 to $3,000 for low and middle income seniors. That could become reality if these 2025 boosts are well received and if inflation pressures continue. For now, what matters is that these current 2025 payments are real, funded, and already being issued. If you've received a surprise deposit, now you know why. If you haven't, there's still time to check your eligibility and make sure your income records are up to date. We'll continue to follow these developments closely and bring you updates as more announcements are made. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell icon, and leave a comment if you've received your $1,200 or $2,800 payment, or if you're still waiting and want help navigating the system. Knowledge is power, especially when it comes to retirement. And in a time when every dollar counts, staying informed can make all the difference. Until next time, take care, stay safe, and keep advocating for your future.